boys and girls, welcome back to virtual art class. This week we are going to be talking about color. Now I have drawn the color wheel on my board today. Hopefully you have seen this before. If not, that's okay. I'm going to explain it really quickly. Now our color wheel was made so it's going to be really easy for us to mix colors and to know which colors look good together. This is called color theory. There's a whole study of just colors, of which colors look good together, which ones complement each other well, and different color schemes. Now, first one that is the most easy to remember is our warm and our cool colors. Now, our warm colors are all the colors on this side of the wheel, which is red, orange, and yellow. When you think of warm colors, I want you to think of fire, something toasty and warm. And when you think of cool colors, green, blue, and purple, I want you to think of maybe the pool in summertime and how it cools you off. Maybe wintertime, snow, ice, whatever you want. That's how I want you to remember these two, okay? And the color wheel is also organized to remind us which colors mix well with each other. Like I have my primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. But if I mixed two primaries, I get a secondary color. So if I mix red and yellow, I get orange. And if I mix blue and yellow, I get green. And then if I mix blue and red, I get purple. So those are basic mixing things that probably a lot of you have already done before in art class. So I just wanted to remind everybody of those things today. And we'll talk a little bit more about this when we are in school together and we're back together, because it's really easy to use this when you're painting. When you're drawing, it's really hard to mix colors. But I also just remind you of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and the secondary colors, which are orange, green, and purple. All right, now that we have done a quick refresh of our information, we are gonna go ahead and jump into our project today. Are you ready? I'm gonna change this up real fast and I will be right back. Hello, my 4th and 5th graders. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure that our picture is in portrait, which is straight up and down. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. I didn't. And then you will need a pencil and something to color with. You are really gonna need 6 different colors today. You're going to need your primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, and your secondary colors, orange, purple, and green. So together you will need 6 colors. If you don't have these exact colors with you, because I know we are working from home, that is okay. We're gonna have to just make it work, all right? Because not everybody has all of the same supplies, okay? So the first thing we are gonna do is we are going to be tracing our hands today. Now, if any of you were here from when we were talking about line the first week, remember the outline is almost like the contour line, right? I'm not doing any lines inside, I'm just doing the outside. So we are going to trace our hands today. So I have my big black marker so you can see. So the first thing we're gonna do, okay, so I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna be drawing with my right hand. I'm gonna be tracing my left hand. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put my hand on my paper. I'm not gonna put it right in the middle. I'm gonna try and put it a little bit in the corner, but I'm gonna spread out my fingers. I don't want them too close together like this. I want them to spread out, and I'm gonna take my marker and I'm gonna carefully trace around my fingers, okay? Now, you definitely need to be doing this with a pencil. I'm only using a marker because I have to. And if you're wondering, why do I have to use a pencil? Why can't I use a marker? Well, I will show you. It's because this happens. Do you see this? It gets on your hands when you use a marker. This is why you use a pencil. But what happened to my thumb? You see that? Whoops. Oh well. We gotta keep going. It's too late now. All right. move over a little bit and I'm gonna draw 2 more of outlines of my hands on my paper. Okay, I'm gonna try and spread them out. All right, so I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna put my hand on the other side and I'm going to overlap the drawing that I just did with this hand. I'm gonna overlap it with this. Let me move my arm so you can see, just like that, okay? Let's see if I can trace this one a little bit better. How about that? So at the end, we're going to have 3 different outlines or contour lines of our hands, all right? This one is just really messy because I'm working up and down on the easel and you're working on the table. There, that turned out better. Okay. And now I have 2 hands on my paper that are overlapping. Let's add 1 more. To make this easier on myself, I'm going to twist this a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then I'm gonna put my hand right, how am I gonna do this? Okay, I need to make sure it covers both of these other hands I just drew. I don't want to draw it way over here because they all need to be touching. So let's just do this. That's close enough. All right, and I'll get to drawing. Okay, well, this will be my last hand on here. I just need 3. Okay. Ooh, I can feel my hand getting dirty with this marker. Da, 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 da. That's why you don't do that. All right, now all of our hands are done and they're all overlapping. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to take our primary colors and each of these hands is going to be a different primary color, okay? So I'm gonna take my red and what you're gonna do is I'm just gonna be drawing on red the parts that aren't overlapping. So I'm gonna fill in this part of my hand, but see, 2 other fingers have come up here. I'm not gonna color them, I'm gonna go around them. So I'm only gonna color the part of this hand red that isn't touching. So I'm gonna fill that in. I'm gonna do this really messily real quick so I can kind of, I'll show you later, okay? But let me go ahead and mark. So that one is gonna be red. And then I'll have this one be yellow. Please just hold on a minute while I do this. I'm just trying to explain this really fast. This one will be yellow. And this one will be blue. Okay. So I'm only coloring the parts of the hand that aren't overlapping. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump over. I already have a part of this drawing done that is fully covered. I'm gonna put this up really quickly so I can show you what it should really look like. Okay, so this is the one I have right now. It's very messy. Let me jump over and show you the one I have right now. Okay, ready? Okay, so this is the drawing I've gotten so far. This is what it needs to look like, okay? See how I've colored it in really nicely and I made sure that there's not any white spaces showing. So I've colored in the part of the hand that isn't overlapping with any of the others, right? So I have my 3 primary colors. All right, so listen up, this is where it gets tricky, okay? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my secondary colors. Let's take orange, okay? And here's what I want you to do. All right, so look at my hands. I want to color orange the bits that are overlapping between red and yellow because red and yellow make orange. So do you see there's a few sections right here where the red hand and the yellow hand are crossing. I'm going to color those sections orange, okay? I'm only gonna color orange the sections that cross with red and yellow because if I color the sections that cross yellow and blue do not make orange. So this is just reminding us of what colors mix together, okay? And I'm gonna try and do this really fast. And I'm coloring it in really nice and dark so you'll be able to see it, okay? All right, I have my orange sections covered. See how nice that is? All right, the next one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do green. So blue and yellow make green. So I'm gonna find there are two little sections right here where the blue hand and the yellow hand overlap. So I'm gonna color those green. All right, now I have my sections green. Now, in terms of the ones where blue and red touch, there's only this tiny little sliver right there where they cross. So that's the only part I'm gonna be able to color purple, because when I drew this, I didn't let purple and red cross enough. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of purple right there. You are probably not gonna have the perfect picture where they're all an equal amount of color. That is okay. All right. I've colored it in and now it is done. So I'm gonna get it up nice and close for you to see. So this is what our finished hands drawing looks like. So I have our three primary colored hands, and wherever they're crossing is the secondary colors, okay? That is it. I think that looks really cool. Like, I don't know, that looks so cool. All right. That is it, 4th and 5th graders. This is our project for the week, and it is done. Go ahead and give yourselves a little round of applause. Good job. All right, I just want to do a quick reminder to post a picture of your work onto the Schoology assignment and to save everything that we make together, okay? Because everything you make is important. All right, that is it, guys. I will see you next week, all right?